I'm here with Walaye, president of the Saudi Students Club. I'm just going to go ahead and ask you a few questions. How long have you been president of the club?
Well, I've joined the club this year, in the beginning of the year, and I've been president for 2 months.
And I understand that you're also the president and not just the member, so what motivated you to become president?
Well, I believe that these type of organizations, especially here on campus, will provide perhaps understanding of our culture. We would like to introduce our culture to the not only the American community but also to the international community, and try to somehow to bridge the gap between the West and the East.
And could you tell us a little bit about your relation to the Saudi embassy?
Well, we have all clubs are sponsored by this embassy, and we're not only sponsored by embassy, but we're also sponsored by the Students Activity Office here at IU, and we do get help from both of them. Doesn't have to be financially, but we get other type of helps.
And what would you say your main objectives are?
Well, for me, I would like to, I think one of my duties here in the United States is to provide this understanding, to provide, try to bridge the gap between the West and the East, and try to, I feel from the very sweet hospitality that we get here in the US, at my school, everywhere I go, I guess Americans are nice, and I feel that one of my duties is just to let them know more about my culture, because I'm sure they will love it and understand it, and they've been always saying that they don't know the culture, so they have to learn about it.
Could you tell us a little bit about why you decided to have the Saudi Student Association participate in the IU World Fair?
Well, IU World Fair is one of those events that could help and provide this opportunity for us to present our cultures to all over the world. We live in a globalization era, small village, so we do need to have this communication, understanding. We do have to somehow to integrate together and think about why do we do things differently, I guess, and respect as well.
So what do you think the impact of tonight's event is from your point of view?
Well, I think it's really good. I mean, these type of events provide that help in different things. You have around 22 organizations have participated in this, and this is great. I mean, if these 22 at least know about each other, and Americans, for example, you guys don't have to travel to know about each other. You get here a lot of students, you have good education quality, and you get a lot of foreigners, so you don't have to go anywhere if you want to learn about new culture. It's good for Americans to go and learn about 22 different cultures, I guess.
With the event tonight and your interaction with everybody, what would you say is Americans' attitudes towards your country?
Well, they don't know it. That's it. That's all what I could say. That's why they should know it first. So I guess this is what I'm doing.
So how would you describe the Saudi Arabian culture?
Well, I think it's an interesting culture. It's mixed between the old times and new times. You have the innocent trade area. You have the Bedouins cultures, and all of these things have added different components to it. So I think it's a very rich culture. It's very different. The area is very big. The country is very big. You have people from many different areas, and they have too many different backgrounds, and this is what makes it interesting, I guess.
Now, could you speak a little bit about the economy in Saudi Arabia, more specifically about the oil industry?
Well, the oil is, I mean, I think we're trying to use the oil at least in, this 100 years or so, or 150 years to actually move to a manufacturing country. And I would say we're emerging economy right now, and we're trying to move from a command market to more of economy market, where we have I mean, we had a lot of companies were state-owned companies, and now they moved toward private-owned companies. We have an organization called SAGIA, Saudi General Investment Authority, which brings in investors from all over the world to foreign investors. So we recently, in the past 3 years, we had a lot of foreign investors, I guess, and they'll come and visit them for business and for just enjoying.
Now, with the recent victory of Barack Obama in the U.S. presidency, could you talk a little bit about how you believe this is going to impact your country?
Well, I guess it should first, we should first think how would it impact your country, because you guys are the one who really have this president or the new president. And I believe that if it impacts your country in a positive way, it will impact all over the world in a positive way. And I do understand that it's a country that has, you know, an international, it plays an international role in the international community. But if you want my opinion about the candidates you're asking, or?
Well, tell us a little bit about how the majority of Saudis think about Barack Obama.
Well, they do think about him as, I don't know, I mean, I've been here for 2 years, but what I hear, for example, I think both candidates have a lot of positives and negative sides, I would say. But see, I mean, they're focused a lot on specifics, but if you look at the general ideas are the same. For example, take one example, the taxation, you know. For example, they've approached it different, they present different approaches to it, but the outcomes, I guess, it's the same.
Is there anything else that you want to add?
No, is there anything you want me to answer?
If you could just say one thing to all IU students who came tonight and saw your booth, what would you like them to know?
We would like them to know that we are nice and sweet, and we are lovely and very nice people to be around, and we love them all because Americans are wonderful.
All right, Louis Alfie, President of the Saudi Student Association, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.